platform and say something.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Na hebu tuombe. Mungu Baba, tunaomba tueleze hii maneno yote. Mungu Baba, tunaomba kwa vile umetusaidia mpaka siku hii ya leo ambayo tunamkuta. Mungu Baba, tunaomba tuwezeshe tuelewe maneno ambayo vile inayo hata hiyo ugonjwa wa corona. Mungu Baba, tunasema Mungu isiwahi ingia hiyo university yetu. Mungu Baba, tunaomba tukisema kwamba hayo tutafanya kutaonekania kila ambayo tutafanya. Mungu Baba, tunaomba machache katika jina la Yesu Kristo. Amina.
Amina.
Amen. Thank you, Nomba, for that prayer. I think now we can start, and let's not say too much because we are members who knows each other. Maybe there's someone who has joined in as Francis. Francis.
I think it's Francis Mbabu from.
Okay, that is fine. So I think we can go on straight into the training so that we don't waste too much time for the members. I think Kevin, we can now go on with the training. Thank you.
Okay. Others will join us along the way. I've also confirmed with Alex. He thought the meeting is starting at 12.
Okay.
Yeah, so fine. So I'll start my screen sharing so that I show you a number of things. I think I've shared also a link. If you haven't seen the link on the public chat, that is there. You can tell me to repost again. I'll repost it, but let me repost also for the purpose of the record. I'll repost. Let me do this. Also, as you go on, kindly, if you're not talking, you mute yourself. I'll do that on your behalf. Let me do this. Okay, thank you. Unless I'm asking a question, you can unmute yourself. There's also a reaction button somewhere, so you can react by putting a thumbs up if you've gotten what I'm talking about. Let me go to the link again and post it there. I hope you've seen the link. I've posted it again there. Let me start my screen share. I'll do screen 2. Share. Hope you can see my screen there. So I'm on my classroom panel. I believe you usually get a classroom panel such as this one, where you can be able to actually see all the classes that you're in. So there are going to be some 2 demo accounts. One demo account for a student. So you'll allow me to confirm the demo account for the student and our admin console shortly. I'll do that privately. On this other side, allow me to take this cursor to the other side because we are recording. So I'm checking that currently. So name .lname, yes. So I'll reset the password. To TUC @123, and I'll reset that. So I'll log in as that. Let me see whether I can add another account or I can't. Use another account. So fname.lname pt.tharaka.ac.ke, pttuc @123. We are starting out for those maybe you didn't read everything there. We are starting out with Google Classroom assignment submission, and you are trying to understand how do you submit your assignments? How do you receive your assignments? How does the student? Because another thing you also need to check, I usually hope you also get this, so you don't choose any other account, you just choose the one that you're using, that is, yeah, then obviously we saw this in the standard operating procedures. So most of the time, you usually get this blank page where you start. I believe you've already created classes and you've already gotten students to join your class. So I'll do the demo class for our purposes. So it's obviously, you know, whatever is filled here, then I'll call it, allow me to call it course 103, intro to comp application. Leave that alone. I think I'll do this. I'll do that. Yes, and I'll create. In case there's any question, you obviously shoot it up on the public chat. It will be much better also. I'll also have a longer Q&A session. I'll constrict the shorter than the questions to be more, so that we make it as interactive as possible. So you all know we started out when we are inviting students to the class using the code, but these days we changed that narrative, and we actually allow and obviously vote for lecturers to invite students using the code. For these purposes, obviously the first thing you do is you invite e-learning at taraka.ac.ke. Always check that you've already done that. It obviously helps also for the notifications which we get in real time. So you'll see it will appear as invited. I'll get a message. I think you heard me getting a message. Then I'll also invite myself as a student for the purposes of this demonstration. But obviously at this point, we invite the students using the registration number at student.taraka.ac.ke. So to make the demonstration a bit easier, I'll invite myself as the role of a student. And I think I'll get that notification on this other side. So I'll allow me to refresh this. So you can see I've already been invited to join this class here. This is how the student finds the class. So the student should not obviously decline. They need to just click join. Then once they join, this is the student view. I'll go back to this. This is the lecturer view. It looks pretty much the same, but you'll see something different. Do you see something different? Somebody can tell me what is different, especially on this top part. This is the student side, and this is the lecturer side. Is there something different? Somebody can unmute and say something, or maybe can say on the chat. Anything different? Anything different? I want to make it as interactive as possible. So what is different between this part? This is the lecturer side. You can see this is the part-time demo account. And this is my student account, which I'm taking. So what is the difference here?
Kelvin.
Yes.
Yeah, I see there's a difference because from the lecturer side, there's a section of the grade. And from the student side, there's no grade, it's just stream, classwork, and people.
Yes, exactly. So you'll also realize there are very important sections. Thanks so much, Chair, for that interaction. So you'll realize that there are important sections for a student and also for the lecturer. The student side, I think you also noticed this. For the student side is like something like an exclamation, oh, there's no work due soon. But obviously for the lecturer, you can't say that. There's just no work due soon. So a student mostly checks on any assignment on this side and any announcements or anything that requires about the class on this side. I'll give a demonstration on that using an account that using a class that I teach. You can see that. So these are, you can see these are the materials. I'll start from the bottom where I started. You can see, welcome to our new online learning platform. Kindly familiarize yourself with Classroom. I will post new tasks and challenges that will get you on how to access them. So you can see that. Then you can see if it is a type of an assignment, you can be able to see this. You can be able to see like one person was assigned at that point in time. The one person already turned in the assignment and 3 were graded. You're going to understand all these concepts. What does it mean to turn in? What does it mean to be assigned? What does it mean to be graded? So those are very important things to understand. Also, when you post a material, for example, you'll see something different about my classwork. I don't know how you're doing your classworks, but you can see mine is in a topical format. Do you see that? So I can even move a topic down. You can see I can move it up. I can choose to take it to the top, and within the topic is where I have the material. So it is very easy for a student to be able to see. And even if it is an assignment, I can do an assignment within a topic, within a certain topic. So we are going to go on. So allow me not to get carried away with what I've already done. Let me go back to where we started. So I'm a student. Where is my student account? Okay. Let me go back to this. Yes, it is this one. So here I'm a student. Always remember that. Kevin.Tuyat is a student, and part-time demo is a lecturer. I've said I'll refer to this link. I've already shared it on the chat. So to turn in an assignment, this is how to turn in an assignment. Like to turn in is to actually submit. These just using the same terminology as submitting an assignment. Usually prefer saying submission on this other side of the world, but for Google Classroom in the US, they usually say turn in. So so we did the student side, but I want to actually show you how to create an assignment. I've already posted also another link, and maybe if you didn't get that link, I'll share it again. Allow me to do this, and then I'll share it on the chat. Okay. Here's my meeting controls. Okay. Go back to Zoom. Yes, you can see my meeting controls are on this other side. Sorry. Okay. Yes. I hope it's gotten there, the link. So you can see, you can be able to see a lot of things that you can do to create, turn in and track assignments, to grade and give feedback, how to communicate with your class, to communicate with guardians. Even it has a provision for where you can be able to add the parents to a class and they can be able to see, but that obviously is basically for those in elementary school, primary school, and maybe secondary. You don't obviously involve guardians in the learning when you're in university. So so let me go to this part, which is basically what we are focusing on for our training. So you can see there's a lot of things you can learn. See your work for a class, work with a doc assigned to you, answer a question, write notes on your work, run an originality report, turn in an assignment, create a quiz. So I'll just go to create an assignment, which is also our focus. So you can see there are different ways, different platforms, and the different platforms have different look and feel. So you can see if you're doing it on a computer, you can follow that. If you're doing it on Android phone, you can also follow that. If you're doing on an iPhone or an iPad, you can follow that. So for the purposes of the training, I just focus on computer. You can check on the Android version, but I'll check on the Android for the for the receiving of the assignments or submitting an assignment, because we expect most of our students are using their Android smartphones to submit the assignments or turn in the assignments. So to create, you can see when you create an assignment, you can obviously do one or several things. You can post to one or more classes. You obviously expect you are doing an assignment to an individual class. You don't give the same assignments to 5 different units. So it is to one class. You can post to an individual student. Maybe a certain student missed a previous assignment. You can post an assignment to an individual student. You can add a grade category. You can change the value. The point value means like is an assignment 10 marks, 5 marks, 20 marks, 30 marks. So you can do that. You can add a due date, that is the deadline. You can add a topic, meaning that you can assign it to a specific topic. You can add an attachment, maybe something to support. Maybe let's say it's an assignment where somebody needs to look at a magazine article or a certain document or a certain section of the notes. You can add it as an attachment. You can add a rubric. A rubric is what you're going to be used. What is the criteria which you're going to use to give marks? I believe you usually see rubrics. It's usually used a lot, especially in the universities abroad. You have a mark, a way, and what constitutes a mark for certain bands. Like 1 to 5 marks will be you'll have done this and that and that. From 5 to 10 you'll have done this. Then you can also turn on originality reports. Originality reports is just a way of getting to know whether somebody has given an assignment that is unique. Unique in the sense that it is not plagiarized from the internet, so you can just check that. But it has a limit. Originality reports, I think, has a limit of 2 to 3 originality reports per class. So you don't just turn it on where you don't need it. So to create an assignment, you click the class, you create classwork. You can see it is very well explained. Click the class, go to create assignment. So we'll do that. I'll demonstrate this. So you're going to go to classwork. I'll make sure I'm under the part-time demo. Yes, I go to classwork. Then you can say you can do create. When you go to classwork for a student, you'll see there's something different. Somebody else can tell me what is different when you go, what is the difference between the classwork view of the lecturer and the classwork view for the student? You can say on the chat, or you can unmute yourself very fast. It is also very important for our interaction. Yes. Yes, Washira. Somebody else can say that. I think Washira just unmuted himself. Yes, Mishek.
Okay, thank you so much. I think for the student side, the only thing that a student can do is to view the work, and on the lecturer side, you can create.
Yes, thank you. That is basically what the difference are. It is very important to know how does the student view the, a number of people are asking, even students are asking, if I post my assignment on Classroom, will other students be able to see what I did? People are fearing, like, and also lecturers are wondering, like, if I allow students to submit their assignments on Classroom, will they be able to see each other's work in such that if one did not do the work, they can just copy the other person's work? So you'll be able to demystify that, and also show that that is a misconception. So let me create an assignment. You'll allow me to just use very, very simple. You can see when you also create an assignment, it also takes you to a simple kind of a tour. So I'll do demo assignment again. It's a demo class, demo assignment, instruction, demo instructions. Allow me to add that because it's very important to give your students instructions on how to submit the assignment. Then there are a number of, there are 2 buttons here. You can add or create. You can see that when you're clicking add, it is basically to add something that is already existing. either a document that is within your Google Drive, a link to a certain material which they need to use, or even a file which you would want to upload, or a YouTube video that you would want the student to watch, that it will help them to maybe do an assignment. I believe even in literature, usually people are told to watch a certain lecture or a certain public lecture or a certain speech, a Nobel Peace Prize speech, and they are told to now answer questions regarding on what they watched. So this is basically where you do that. You give the materials that will be used. So so you'll see that this is where you add the documents that will support. You don't need to add if you're already uploaded the notes on Classroom, so you don't need to repeat this process here. Then this create. It's very important for us to understand, because it is basically helping you to get to, what can I say, to receive assignments in a much easier fashion. So I'll do, for the purposes, the mostly used kind of thing is the docs and the forms. We rarely give assignments to be filled on the sheets because it is a bit complex even using on the phone. We don't use drawings. We don't maybe ask the students to prepare a PowerPoint slide for an assignment. Maybe if you want to, maybe if it is part of your requirement for your assignment, you can choose to do that. But I would actually, if you want them to create a PowerPoint slide, I would advise maybe you just allow them to create them offline, then they can upload the same assignments to you once you see that part going forward. So I'll do both. I'll attach a file. Allow me to attach a file, because most of the time maybe you do that. So I'll select a file from my device. Hoping I'll be able to see it from a basic different file. Let me do these lecture PPTs. Let's see, maybe I'll use PPT on network topologies. Then I'll upload. So you can see the file will appear. As you can see, students can view, can choose how to share this file with your class. Students all view the same single file. Students all view and can edit the same single file. Each individual gets their own copy. You can see that. So you can see students can view the file, students can edit, pick a copy for each student. Just say student can view, because they are using it as a reference. Then you can create a document where they can be able to answer their questions. So you can create a doc. You can see it will appear here. Then I'll just give it a name, demo. Editors can see, you can say understand, demo assignment, and you can see it is within a folder called course 103 demo class. That is why demo assignment answer area. Then I think what is else that is usually done here. So students will be able to get different instances of this document. So you can ask a question at any point in time. So let me see whether I need to save anything or I need to refresh. Usually something that usually occurs here. In concept, say demo assignment area. You need to refresh on this so that it stops being an untitled document. But I think once you do that, it's fine. You share, you can see it is already shared with one person, the one who is a student. You can see it is shared to FNAME, demo class teachers. You don't have to share it, it will be assigned. So you are going back to our area. Let's go back to this guide. This one. Okay. In case of anything, if you've forgotten where you are, it is here. Just go back to this area. You just go to create and turn in, then you actually create an assignment. But since it is here, we'll do that. You can see you can post to one or more classes. You can post to individual students. I think I'll show that. Change the point value. I'll show that. Add a due date. Add a topic. Add attachments. You can see they have already explained that. Then you can add a rubric. So basically, we've already done what is required for us. So let me see. I need to refresh so that this stops being written untitled document. Okay, untitled document, and then it appears as demo assignment answer area. So okay. So you can see you need to change this part, and you say make a copy for each student. You can say student can edit the file. You can see, but that will be, they'll be able to edit the same file. So you need to say make a copy for each student. So every student in the class will be able to get a different instance of where they can answer the area. I think for the purposes of demonstration, I don't know who I can also invite so that you can check on that. I'll see another instance. Let me see how many accounts I can add here. Okay. I want to use another account for the purposes of demonstration. Let me check on the admin side. Let me check here. Then as an account that I can access. ECST1.00. Yes, I have another account. ECS1. Student demo. ECST1. So I'll invite another student so that we see these. So allow me to, I think I can refresh. We need to finish this part. Let me finish this part. So you can see you can see you cannot change the class. It is just for the course 103 class, because basically this lecturer has only created one class. If it was my account, then if I was actually to assign, but I don't want to mess up with my account, because I have live students and live assignments running. That is why I don't want to use that. But you'll be able to see if you create an assignment and you have multiple classes, you can choose which class you are assigning that assignment. Then you can see all students. I have one more student. I can just do that. Then the points, obviously always make sure you check on this part of the points. Give it a point that is commensurate, or let's say in tandem with what you want to give. That is, if it is a 15-mark assignment, give it 15. If it is a 20-mark assignment, you give it 20. And if it is a 10-mark, you give it 10. Then a due date, you can choose here. Let's say I'm going to give it a due date of tomorrow, and you can give it a time, let's say 11:59 p.m. Basically, that means by the end of the day tomorrow, you should have finished. But basically, for our students, we agreed that you are going to be, and you agree to get, always make sure you agree with your students on the timeline so that they don't complain. For my students, we agree that anytime I give you an assignment, I'll give you a 1-week deadline to do it. So we don't actually negotiate about is the timeline too short or too long. We agreed on that. So, but it depends also on the kind of assignments you're giving. Sometimes certain assignments require 2 weeks, and certain assignments require 1 week, another requires 3 days. It all depends with you. So I'll do that. I think I'll do that. You can see it will appear. Then you can see if there's no topic, you can see it will ask you to create a topic to put it on. But I'll not do the topic creation right now. If you have a rubric, you can add a rubric, you can create, or you can reuse one, or you can import one from the sheets. A rubric is also obviously not that necessary. And you can also enable originality reports. And you can see what I said. You can enable originality reports on 3 assignments per class. That is, you'll have only three opportunities or 3 assignments for which you can enable originality reports. So I'll just click continue because I'll not be checking on that. Allow me to take my video to this other side. Okay, assign. Click on assign. I'll confirm whether the document changed the name, and you can see you can add a topic. Use topics to organize classwork into modules or units. It also tells you that, which is very important. So you can see it appears, and you can see one student has been assigned, and there's an answer area. So let me assign another student. Let me go to, okay, set up your grading system if you want, and choose if you want students to see the overall grades. You can be able to see return all submissions at one time. You can do that under the grades. I'll take you through that. Click grades instead of people. So let me invite another student, another demo account. It says for the purposes of you and seeing what I'm seeing, what I need you to see, .20 at student. You don't have to do this manually. If you have a list of students, you can just copy and paste that from an Excel file, and you can just invite them all at once. Even if you have, let's say, 200 students, you can just invite them in one sitting. So make sure you press enter so that it changes from a text to something like that. So then you click on invite. So you can see it will appear as that. Let me see whether I can access that account. Okay, change the password to something easy. Okay, I've done that. Let me open the account on a private window. Classroom.google.com. Go to Classroom. So if there's any question, you can share it out. You can unmute. You can stop me at any one point in time. If I've gotten if I've gone too fast, if I'm too slow, you can also tell me so that I don't lose anyone along the way. SC.ke. That is, this is a demo account. It is not any account for any student. So that is why I'm using demo accounts. Student at Taraka 1, 2, 3. Confirm. So you can see the student, once they log in, you can see they'll be able to see the account that they're using. There's a student. Nothing happens even if they choose a teacher. So this one was one which you were using as a demo earlier. So I'll just use this one. You can see join. Once the student joins, you can see the students has joined. You can see, I don't know, it says unknown user. Maybe it's because it hasn't loaded, but it is obviously supposed to check and be able to see. And you can see it as a refresh. You can know it has known it is part-time demo posted, and you can see as once you post an assignment, it appears on the news feed automatically. And you can see what I was telling you. A student can be able to see upcoming, it is due Wednesday, and they can be able to just go direct to the assignment from this point in place. So you can see what does a student see? A student is able to see the instructions. You can see, compare your text with text from the web, run originality reports on any Google Doc files you attach before turning in. So students can be able to see how much originality they have by running that. You can see they can, what I was telling you, this is on the student side, these are students. So a student can be able to see the PPT that was the assignment about, be able to see, okay, I was being told to understand about that. Then once they read the PPT, they can be able to answer the questions within the instructions. They'll be under here, maybe depending on that. And you can see the student can be able to see how much points they'll be get, or usually call it marks. You can do a class comment there. You can see you can do a class comment, and you can see the document that we created. The document that we created, do you see that? It is now here under your work. This is a student view. As a lecturer, you should be able to see how does the student view it, and also how does a lecturer, you as a lecturer, view it. So a student will be able to see this. If it is on an Android phone, they'll be able to see the same thing. So, okay, allow me to mute someone for the purposes of ensuring we have a class. Okay, so I'm back. So let's say I'm about to do this assignment. So you can see when I click this, I can be able to see my name, student demo assignment error. It has area. It has automatically added my name to that document. Then I can say this is my assignment submission for demo assignment. You can see. Thank you. Like that. Just do. I'm just doing something. Just say for demo assignment is fine. You can see I can be able to turn it in from here. You can see I can be able to add it to as something that I'm submitting to the lecturer here once I'm already done with typing. And the good thing with the Google Doc, you don't have to go on saving and maybe losing you'll maybe say you lose your work. So you basically continue typing, and you can see as you type, it appears, you can see here, you can see something. If I do something, you can see it continues saving automatically there. So I'll turn in my assignment. Consider my assignment done. It is a demonstration. So I'll go to turn in. It will take me to this part. One attachment will be submitted for demo assignment. You can see student demo assignment area, turn in. So you can see it doesn't mean that once the student submits the assignment, it is done and over with, and there's nothing else that they are done, and there's nothing that they can do, or let's say they can be able to change. So so what will happen is if they see they did not done enough, or they did not answer all the questions, they can unsubmit. You can see add unsubmit to add or change attachments. Don't forget to resubmit once you are done. Then you can say as a student unsubmit. So you can see unsubmitting, it will go back to the point where we were, and you can see the student can go back and see the demo assignment. You can go back and close this one for the purposes of using. Then I can say, okay, I made a mistake here. Let me remove this one. Then I can now click again, turn in, and it will take me back to that whole process that you just done. You click turn in, and you can see that I can unsubmit, and maybe let's say I did not run originality reports. So I can run an originality report. We see run originality report. Reports show matches between text in each of your attached Google Docs and the text in the web. These reports are visible only to you when you submit assignment. A new report will be created for your teacher for what you turn in. Then I can see run. Then you can see, kindly don't unmute yourself if I've muted you. Only mute if you unmute yourself if you want to talk. If you are muted, you can still hear me. Let me see, is there anything from the chat? Okay, no one has said anything from the chat. So, okay. So you can see a different report will appear, then I click turn in, and we're going to look for where those reports are. So I've submitted my assignment. Let's go back to, so this is student demo who has submitted the assignment. So we are expecting, as the lecturer, I'll be able to see one student has submitted the assignment and one student has not yet, who is Kevin.2 at Taraka. So you do see that one turned in and one assigned. When you see one assigned, it just means one student has not yet. If the class of which you see has 2 students, you can see that one student has already turned in or submitted the assignments, and one is yet to submit. It's just been assigned. The student has been assigned the assignment, but they have not been able. As a lecturer, you view the assignment. Click on view assignment, and you can see you can be able to give marks directly here. And you can be able to see a student who has turned in, you can see it in green. You see student demo, and you can see Kevin Tui demo assignment. You can see all of them have different instances of the document. And as a student, they can't see each other's assignment. You can see as a student, this student demo, you can see they can't see anything else. This is the view of the student. Only the lecturer can be able to see other students' work, all the students. And you can see it there. So let's say I want to mark this. I can check on it. I can see, okay, open in a new window, pop out the students to view it in a full documents window. You can say next. Add comments. You know about adding comments. Enter the students' overall grade for the assignment. Update. This grade will automatically update to the LMS when submission is returned to the student. Send assignments back to the students. You can ask. It just takes you to a very good tour. Then you click done. So you know that you give the assignment to be out of 10, so you know which you're going to see. And you can see during the originality report, you can see there are no flagged passages. You can see that. I can be able to confirm that the originality report, so nothing else. So okay, allow me to do that again. So let's say I've already read this. I've already read all this, and I've seen this person deserves a 7 out of a 10. And maybe I can add a private comment. You can say like, this private comment will go to the student. You need to check slide page 11 to 12 of material. Something of that sort. So I can just do that, and I can do post. So let's see, I'll confirm. Always make sure you confirm everything is fine. You can see it not returned. You can just click first post. You post the comment first, then you now return. You return for that. You can even go to the next student before you return. You can go to the next student, and you can see, and maybe you can add. Do your assignment here. Maybe the student, you can see, and you can see, you'll see that it will appear as a different thing. Do your assignment below. So you can see it appears as a comment. It doesn't appear as you doing the assignment. So so for this one, you can see I cannot return something that has not been submitted. It is disabled. That is why I cannot return something that has not yet been submitted. So I'll go back to the student who submitted, and you can see I can return the assignment. So you can see I'll go to this part where it is written return. Student will be notified and can check the grade that you've left. Student demo 7 out of 10. And you can see you get a lot of confirmation. Yes, Semo, you can unmute yourself and ask a question. Kindly ask. Yes.
Okay, now.
Yes.
The assumption I think we are using here is that probably some students are submitting word assignment.
Yes, yes.
I think for us, especially the guys in the mathematics, we might have a challenge where students have to type mathematical formula to do it, calculate it, and then submit it. I don't know how we will advise them to go about it.
Okay, I'll give a demo on that. I'll give a demo on what they can do, and you'll maybe guide further. Basically, there are 2 options to it. There are two options to it, and I'll make sure I cover that. Also remind me if I don't do that, I'll cover that on the mathematical and the chemistry formulas and the physics formulas.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, thank you. So we have now returned the assignment. That is, you've given the student the marks and you've notified that they've already graded. You've already graded. Do you see something that has happened to our assignment? Now you see 0 turned in. 0 turned in means that there's no one who has given an assignment that has not yet been marked. That is what it means. But there's one student who has been assigned the assignment, but maybe they're still in the process of doing it, and they are not yet completed and submitted or turned it in. Then one graded means there's one who submitted, who was assigned the assignment. They've already done the assignment and they submitted it or turned it in, and they have already been marked the assignment. And you can see here, one is assigned and another one is graded. You can see that here. So so you can see even the comment is here. So I can, this is the assignment. We are directly on the assignment. So I can go back to the class where I can be able to see my grades. You can see even I can tell you can create assignments, can use. Don't need to talk about that. That's not the scope of our training. So you can see, I can be able to see the class average, and I can see Kevin has not yet submitted. Student demo submitted the assignment, and I can be able to see the submission. You can see I can view the submission again, and I can be able to see what did I mark for this student. Why did they get a 7 out of 10? And I can go back to the document. That is a very interesting part of the grades. Under classwork, you can see I've already explained these concepts. And another thing that I need to maybe share, let's say about that, I think I can now go back to the formulas. Unless maybe there's anything, let me check on the guide that you're using. I've already explained how to edit. I think I've already shown. You can even edit an assignment as a lecturer. Let me see here. Let's see, maybe once the students have started doing the assignment, you're seeing that they're not getting something. You can go and edit it. You can just click on these 3 buttons. You can see that 3 dots, and you can click on edit. You can see it takes you back. Then you can be able to see. Let the students know how the assignment will be evaluated. I think I've already explained what the rubric is. So demo instructions. Kindly check further instructions here. So you can add more instructions. You can add more documents. You can attach more documents. I can add another file. Maybe let's say I didn't give enough materials. Let me add this one, and I can do that. Then I can upload. You can add more materials, but still if let's say I'll just explain that I don't want to preempt it, and because I want to cover everything about formulas in one demonstration. They can still use the same assignment area. So you can say each student will get a copy, or you can decide for this material, they'll be able to answer it using a different Word document for the purposes of organizing the work. So you'll create another doc, let's say, and then you can see demo assignment area for material for lecture 2. Demo assignment area for lecture 2. So you can combine 2 different or 3 different lectures into one assignment. Then instead of actually, I don't have to click share, you don't have to do anything here. Once you just give it a name, you can leave it as that. So it will change the name later on. So I'll just click save. Okay. For the purposes of the meet. Yes, Anthony.
I was asking you to show us how you can tick at the award marks so that the student can see where we are awarding marks and where we are ticking.
Okay. Where I'm ticking, where basically, or where I'm giving back the assignments or giving the grade.
No, the ticking itself. Will you show us the ticking itself, where we are ticking the document? That is
okay.
Okay. Oh, we have not.
Yeah,
we have
yeah.
not gone to the
Where you are
marking.
marking the document. Okay.
Yes.
So let's say it is I can even do a graded assignment and mark it again. So I can go to this one. You can see I can go to this one. So this is where you are marking. You can see this is the area where you are marking. You can see you can be able to mark for one student, you are done. You go to the next student who has maybe submitted. You can only mark for a student who has submitted an assignment. You can see this one I cannot return because the student has not submitted. So how am I returning marks for a student who has not done? But you can see for student demo, you have the ability, okay, this one I cannot return again because I've already done the submission, but I can still continue doing the marking. So how does that happen? Let's say, let's imagine this is a full like 3 or 5 pages worth of an assignment, or maybe or answers. So I can say maybe this is, like say, I can do a comment and say should have been, should be. These are, I can say maybe these, thank you. I can say, I can just type, this is correct. This is correct. So this is the marking process. You can see once you are doing some changes here, they are being applied to as comments, and you can see that. Do you see? Do you see the comments? And you can see the student can be able to accept the suggestions, they can be able to see, and you can see they can be able to see all the, this is where you are marking. This is the process of marking. You are by looking and checking. If it is something that is, let's say, a PDF or something that you cannot edit, you can be able to do some private comments. Private comments allow you to explain, maybe say like, on this part, you did not do this, on this part, if it is a document. And that is where I'm also going to, because there are 2 ways to do it in terms of the formulas and the things that cannot be typed on the Google Docs or the Word document. So you can do that. You can still continue marking even after you've submitted, return the marks, and you can do that even while before you return the marks. So I hope I've answered you, Ashira, on that.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So always check. You can always check. If you want to mark any assignment, just click on it. If it is Kevin, to where maybe you are supposed to, this one cannot because they're still under the assigned area. If they were under the turned in, you can be able to just click on the document itself, and you can see the student can be able to see one private comment, and you can be able to see all the comments. So also another good thing is you can download all the grades in as a CSV. You can copy all grades to Google Sheet. You can also get your all the marks. You can see I can copy. Let me copy all the grades to Google Sheet so that you can see what I mean. Okay. Let it load. You can see it shows very well. Course 103, the demo class, the demo assignments. It was on June 17th. The class was that. The class average is 70%. To Kevin, the email is that they not done the assignment. Demo student got 70%. That is the 7 out of 10. So you can see you can be able to do that, and it can show you even the day you did that report. So a very nice thing, you can look at it under this gear when you are on the student work. You can see this is the same assignment and the instructions, and then student work. Every assignment has that part. When you click on it, it has the instructions and the student work. When you are under here, then you go to classwork, you'll be able to see, and you can see you can add that there. Unless there's any query, I think I'll now go to the math formulas. so that we move to Moodle. We'll take a break at 5-minute or 10-minute break if you allow. Then you can go to the formulas. Unless there's any question, you can see Mishek, maybe you unmuted. Do you have a question?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes, please do.
When we are starting,
Mm-hmm.
that is using these platforms.
Yes.
I remember submitting an assignment which I created using forms.
Mm-hmm.
But when a student responded, I realized that maybe the response area is carrying all the answers for the students without and maybe indicating which student answered this, because it's each question was having all the answers, all the paragraphs for each student. Now,
Okay, let me
my
do
question
that.
is, what was the
Yes,
cause
yes,
of that?
yes.
All?
Please do, please do. Yes, yes. Your question is?
I want to maybe ask you the cost to that, because maybe was it because maybe probably I did not maybe make a copy maybe for each student, because I think I did not do that actually. So could that be the possible cause of maybe me getting all the answers for a certain question? I have more than maybe, if the student who have responded maybe 3, I get 3 responses and the same question without necessarily knowing which student answered this.
Okay.
That was my question.
Okay. Let me take you through that. I already have ever done an assignment using Google the forms. I hope it will not have any issues because I think it has student marks. Let me go to my account. Okay, I'll see which class did I do that for. I think I did it for this class. So classwork. Let me see. I think it was which assignment? This one was a case scenario. Yes, you can see this one. So so you can see in this class, I assigned 5 students and 2 students did the assignment. So I can go to it and you can see it is a form assignment. So I can be able to check. I can view the assignment. Let's see how I did it. I can see, let's go to instructions. Let me go to edit. And you can see when I created the form, there's, I don't know whether there's takeaway quiz. Let's add a form. Let's maybe add another form. Let me not do changes because these are real life but let me take you to the form itself. Let me take you to the form itself because you can see the assignment has been marked, graded, and completed. Anyone miss it has been deducted 10 marks. You can see that. So I can see only form editors can see this link. I can be able to see. I can see. I need to say, okay, let me just see resume collecting responses. So I can see responses. Were you seeing these? Mishak, you can tell me, were you seeing these? Like you see, one student has done this and another student has done this. This is what you are seeing.
I know what I was getting. Maybe if it's question 1, I could get maybe if 2 students have responded to that question, I get 2 answers on that. But now I could not by the who answered which one.
Like, do you see these ones? State 3 options an organization would have in setting up help desk support. So you can see, I can confirm that this is one student, this is another student. Do you see that? But this is not where you actually mark. For you to mark, let me see whether I can change this. There's a way where you can be able to see individual. Do you see? Okay, there's summary, there's question, and then there's individual. Do you see that? So when you click on individual, it will now you can see I even gave individual feedback. You can see state 3 options. I can say individual. This is not what I thought. I've ever given a MEC for attempting. Kindly recheck your notes. So you can see I even told them, you can see this is not, because I think they were just getting it from the internet and just pasting it there. So I was telling them to look at what I taught in class. So you can see under individual, you can be able to mark for an individual student when you add individual. See that? And I can edit my individual feedback. I can also add, I can say check. So I can add the feedback for each and every question, and the marks that I gave, you can see I can add marks, or I can reduce the marks from here depending on the marks that I gave on the Google form. So the form itself, I think I can go back to questions. Let me discard the changes, questions. So you can see these are the students who are answering the questions. And then once they finish answering the questions, you can see it was a 30 marks assignment. I can be able to see the response. By default, it takes you to the summary, and the summary is quite confusing. You can see that. So just go to individual, where you can be able to see per individual. And for each and every student who has submitted the marks, you can be able to choose them. You can see for mine, I had 2 students, so I can be able to see these students' questions, and I can be able to see these students' questions. So that is what you really need to do when you're under responses. Once students have started submitting your assignment, your marks, your assignment here, let me go to student work. Once you see turned in as already has some numbers, you can be able to check. You can see I already graded 2 students, and I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 students have not done it. I think this was an assignment which we were starting out. You can see it was an assignment that I gave on April 3rd. I think some of us had not even thought about what is Google Classroom. Students were struggling about it. And then I also re-edited it and submitted it again for students to do it 30th April, but I think by May 5th and such. So I think I hope I've answered your Google Forms question. You always make sure you mark under individual. You can see. Yes, always mark when you're under individual. Don't do summary. Don't try to mark under summary. Summary just give you a summary of what is being done. Just go to individual, and don't do question. If you go question, it will about that. Are you getting me now? Hello. If you're getting me, are you getting me?
Yes, I can get you.
Yes, we can.
Yes. Sorry, power just got lost here, so I just lost connection a bit. I've switched to a different connection. We just lost power here, and I think you can see. I think a number of people have also lost the same connection for somewhere around. So yeah, so I'm back. So I'll quickly demonstrate, then we can do a short break. I'll quickly demonstrate on the formulas, right? The chemistry, the physics, and the math formulas, right? So unless there's any question, I think I left it with Mishek. I think I hope I answered you clearly. Let me do a video first. Okay, let me choose a virtual background. I think that's better. Okay. Allow me to do that. Purposes of setting up. I'm on my laptop, so I can do that. Hope I've answered well. Okay. Let me share my screen. Can you see my screen share?
Yes, I can get it.
Okay, thank you. So let me get back to this kindly very fast, obviously for the interest of time. I'm also seeing that my background is not looking good because of the light behind me. Let me do some changes. You already know how I look like, so I don't have to look so good. So admit somebody there. Okay, where were we? So I need to show you something. Let me take this to the bottom. And hope you follow closely. Wiris.com. Don't know how many know about Wiris. For those who are doing the math, the physics, do you know about Wiris? If there is one who knows about Wiris, you can do a thumbs up or you can say something on the chat. Do you know something about Wiris? Anyone who knows about Wiris or Wiris? Anyone? Okay, I think silence means no one knew about it. Okay, Wiris is a solution for math equations, chemistry formulas, and physics. And it is one of the leading solutions in this area. You can see that it is used even on Moodle, on Canvas, and such. We're still in the process of implementing that for Moodle. So don't worry, that will happen as we go on. But I'll give you a demo here. It has a very nice place to do all. Let me do a math type. I think there's one that I did a math type. So I think I just go to that one so that I go directly to it. You'll allow me for the purposes of yes, okay. Under math type, and be able to see, you can be able to do a try here. Somebody can tell me, you know, I'm not really good with any. Somebody can tell me a formula that I can do a search on, that I can type here, and you can see you can do a type, even you can do a handwriting type, where you can be able to just type using your hand. You can just draw it. You don't have to type, then it will be converted. Let me look for a formula. Let's say somebody can tell me a formula. Okay, hi. Samo, you can tell me one formula that I can type. Okay. Orenian from math and physics. Anthony Washira, Dr. Tuwei can tell me a formula that I can search, and when I look at it, I can just type it on Wiris. Even Alex, you can tell me.
You can use a simple like a square root.
Okay, let's use a square root also as we start out. So let me do this. Square root of 81. Do you see what has happened here? Do you see what has happened here? Are you seeing my screen? And I can go back. Once I do this, I can go back to my Nini and I can see it is here. Do you see that? It can tell me something else. I can see even some integration here. Do you see this? I can do a limit of 1 to see what, 4 to infinity. I think it's usually 0. I don't know. I think 0 to infinity. Obviously, you don't have square root. I can say, I think there's something else. You can see, do you see all these features? Partial differential. You can see partial derivative. You can be able to see a lot of things that you can do here. And this is a demo place where you can be able to do, and just once you're done typing, you can copy and paste it elsewhere. I'll demonstrate that. Let me do, maybe let's say you can say integration equation. Just do a very simple one. Let me look for one here. So let's see this one. So let's say I'm drawing this one. This is, I think, a limit of x power 5 with respect to x. If I'm not wrong, I think this is what we usually get or taught or something. So I'll just go back to my math type, and I say I can just even draw it. I don't have to follow these links. I just go to the drawing part. I do this, and I do x power 5 dx. You see it has done it automatically for me. I just do this, I do that, I copy, I go to Word, I can do a new Word document. Let me do this and I share it. Let me share that Word document. I believe you're not seeing the Word document. I believe you're seeing it now. I do that. Has it appeared there? Do you see it has appeared? You can see that it has appeared, and you can do a lot of things. You don't have to stress yourself up and getting the paid version of Wiris. You can even download Wiris and try it for free, and you can copy and paste, and you can even encourage your students to go to that site, wiris.com, and once they do their math, all their math maybe on a piece of paper, they can type it. They can now do the using their hands. They can go to these Wiris. They can go to the handwriting, and then you can use yes, Sam, you can say something.
Why can't you just post that website on the public chat, or maybe you can send it to us?
Okay, I'll also share it on as part of the material, but also let me share it on the public chat right now for maybe those who are saving their chats. I think, do you have the ability to share to save your chats? I don't know. Have I given you the ability to share the charts, to save your chart, the charts that are taking place?
I think I
Are
can
you
try
seeing
it.
a place where you can save your chart? Let me see under the participant. I don't know whether under security, allow participants to chat. Okay, annotate on shared content. But I'll save the charts. I don't worry. I'll save the charts and I'll share it together with the recording. So
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, I'll save. There's a place where you can do participants can chat. I think I posted it. I'll share. Don't worry. I'll share all the links. I'll share all the links.
Okay.
Yes. I see somebody. I can see Koriri. Okay. I think Koriri wants to join the meeting. I think somebody else has raised their hands. I'm trying to see these. You know, on a black also. I'm trying to see. Okay, Alex. Yes. Alex, you can see something. Round Alex.
So did you say one can download and use it for free or on? Did you say?
You can download. You can see there's a place. I don't know whether you're seeing my screen.
Okay.
I think I shared two screens. Do you see this part where it is written where is math type? The link that I've shared.
I've seen
So you
the
can
link.
download it for a trial period. Obviously they are in business, so you can't use it for free. You can see you can download for desktop, and then you can see there's even math type for Google Docs. You can activate it. You can see.
Okay.
You can see. Let me see whether if I see activate it now. I don't know whether they'll ask me to. You can see up in not listed. Unavailable for install. You can see for my case it is okay. Maybe because I'm not on the administrative account, but I'll look for it whether I can add it. You can see. Do you see what is happening here? Let me show you something. Do you see something interesting on this demonstration math type for Google? In elementary, you can see that you can do add-ons math type better. Insert or edit math equation. I'll add it on our Google Docs for our domain and see whether it will work. I don't know whether it is. Get it for free only for educational institution. You can see it. You can get it for free. You can get it for free. A free math type for Google Docs until 2020. 1st August. I think this is 1st of August. If you are a teacher, an instructor, or a school, please apply here. So I think we need to apply for that, for them to give it to us for free. So I think I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. And you can see it has a pricing. Math type subscription from 1st August 2020. And you can see for LMS, you have to do per user per year. You can see it is even charged per user. So for Office tools, $1 per user per year. I think these are fair prices. So save more by purchasing them together. Math type, produce 1.5 per user per year. So it means that if you are these around, I'll keep 200 shillings or 300 shillings, and you can see it helps you. And you can even buy for yourself. You don't have to wait for Taraka to buy for you, and you can get it. That is from Fast. You can see use it with for free until 1st August 2020. From 1st August, the pricing will be that. So math type is awesome. I think I'll apply for us. I'll apply for a Taraka here, and it is nice thing. Let me bookmark this part. Let me bookmark this page. I'll check on it later on. So you can download it. Just download it, and you can use it. You know, even in our trial period, you can use it. You can see, you can download for Windows. You can download for Mac. You can activate it on math type for Word. You can see you can activate. Let me see. It's also available for the iPad version of Microsoft Word. It's only for the iPad version. So you can see there's a lot you can do with math type. But obviously they're in business, and you have to buy at one point in time or another, which is a very good tool to have for yourself, especially if it's like for us in computer science, if we say we can survive, we have to survive with buying some certain softwares. So I hope you've gotten it. I hope this is clear now. I think that is also the other option. So apart from the iris, the other option is which you can have, and which this is also for students who maybe may be having issues with accessing iris, the technical capacity. Get them to write it on a piece of paper, take a very good picture that is very clear, and then they can upload it as an image. You can see as a student, let me show you under that. You can see as a student, they also have an option. Instead of using the doc that is there, they can add or create. They can even add a file, and they can even add a picture. Let me upload maybe a picture if they have already taken a picture. So let me go to my pictures. Okay. Let me see if I have pictures. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to look for a very simple picture. Let me say it's this one. So I click on upload. So when they upload the picture, you can be able to take it as part of the assignment. You can see it is coming up, and then they can resubmit, and then they can turn in anyway. Okay, turning in. And as a lecturer, let me see whether I'm on the lecturer account. I'm trying to see. It is a private window. Student demo, not that one. Yeah, so there's something nice back. That lights are back in this side of the world. Don't worry, I'm letting myself up a bit. Something is sorting itself out. Let me stop my video. So here. Yes, Alex, I think somebody has. Allow me to disconnect.
Hello, Kevin. Yes, Kevin.
Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yes, Kevin, I can hear you.
Yes. Don't worry, I was setting myself up. So you can say something. I think this now, I'm not even seeing who is who. So you can say something. Don't just, okay, let me go back to this. Let me share. I'm readjusting on how I'd set my. Yes. Okay, let me do the share again. Share. Okay. Let me do this. I think you can now see my screen on this other side. Let me see if I can bring all my work here. Okay, I can do that. Let me disconnect my bundle connection. I think it has disconnected. Let me disconnect also from my phone. Okay. Yes, I think I'm set up now to receive their questions. Who was asking a question?
Hello?
Yes, Kevin.
Yeah. Sorry, I was setting myself up. So because of lights coming back, I have a lot of devices I had to reconnect. Yes, you can say something.
Kevin, people are not able to see what you are presenting. The only thing that was on the share was the Word document, which you were editing some.
Okay. I think that is why I was mistaken. Okay. What was I sharing first? Kindly, sorry. I've now shared my entire screen, which I'm using now. I think you can now see it.
Yes,
Remind me on what I was sharing. I was sharing on what? What did people miss? What did you miss that so that I can redo it again? Oh, it was about the picture, right? It was about sending a picture.
The image, yes.
Thank you. So, okay. Should have told me, should have interjected me and stopped me from saying, I think I was only sharing one part. Let me go back. I'm also getting readjusting to the new situation. Okay, this is the lecturer account. Okay, let's say this Kevin. Kevin is about to add, we remember Kevin had not submitted this quiz. So let's Kevin submit the quiz using the method that I've just told you. I'll even use my phone for the purposes of ensuring this demonstration is as live as possible. I'll go back to course 1. Or let me go back to class. It's just easier that way. I go to this class. Okay. Okay. Allow me to get something here. Okay, gotten my charge. I'm getting my phone charger here. Okay, sorted. So I'm using my phone to submit this assignment. I'll refresh. Don't know whether I can do a screen share from my phone. I think I'll disconnect. What do I do? Let me see. I think I'll join again using a third instance on my third device, which is my phone. Then show you a demonstration on it on the phone. Okay. Zoom. Let me open Zoom on my phone. Okay. I'm opening it. Meetings. Okay. Sorry about that. It's the feedback. Sure. Are you seeing my phone now? Are you seeing my phone?
Yes.
You can see my phone, right?
Yes, I can.
I'll do my best not to share anything that looks personal, because my phone is usually a lot personal. And see. Let me start by being careful and going to Classroom direct. Let me see, where is Classroom? Do a very simple search.
Abasi, ujue unaona kwa kafence venye tu kanashika, haijalishi kwenye imesimama, kenye iko ni kutafutia tu pahali kwenye kingi itaingia.
Let me mute him for the purposes of that. Can do that. Okay. Do you see that? Okay, I think I'm on the e-learning. So let me just choose the different account. Are you seeing that? Kindly confirm that you're seeing what I'm seeing. I think I'm confirming that I can see that. So this is the assignment. This is how a student looks at it from the classroom app. So I'm about to submit. So I can see these are the instructions. I can answer from there. And you can see as a student, do you see that arrow up that is pointing up there? That is above your work and assigned. Do you see that? Kindly confirm. I may be presenting alone.
Yes, I can see.
Yes, kindly confirm, because I might be thinking I'm teaching and I'm alone in this virtual
Yes,
chat.
I can see.
Yes. Thank you. I've seen Rwanda, you've raised your hand. Do you wanted to say something before I continue?
I think ni ile swali ya kwanza nilikuwa nimeuliza ni kama
Okay.
ama ni mimi
you can lower, maybe kama nilijibu, you can lower your hand or I'll lower it for you. Let me lower it for you.
Okay.
Long hand. I think it's fine. You know, when a hand is raised, it shows me and it constantly tells me to give my attention to that person. So you can see this part. Do you see that? I think I've done that. Do you see? At the top, it is, I think when you see it, it looks like it is pointing up. Sindio? Then when I click on it, you can see it now starts pointing down. Do you see that? Do you see that? I need to go step by step. So that is why
yes.
Then you can see this part written add attachment. So I can do add attachment. And then do you see that part, take a photo? Do you see take photo? Do you see take photo?
Yes, you can see it.
Yes. So let's say I'm trying to look for something which I'll take a photo of that is not incriminating, but I'll do a very simple photo. Let me see for something here. Okay. Okay. Okay, I've gotten something. So let's say a student has submitted on something like this. So I can take a photo. Do you see that? I think you can see I can do a taking of a photo. Then I can see, maybe I can check that it is correct. Let's say a student has written something. I'm just doing a, let's say you can see it is live. Student has written something like that. So I can just do this. Do you see if I confirm that the photo is correct, I can do I can say yes, and then you can see it will start submitting that photo. Okay, let's switch. This it has been given there. It has even been renamed demo assignment 15th June 1109.jpg. Then I can click hand in. You can see if I don't want to hand in the document because I didn't do anything on the document, I can just do an X on the document. You can see I can remove that attachment. And I just do remove. I remain with the picture alone. A file your teacher copied for you removed. Yes, you can see. So I can just say hand in. One attachment will be submitted for demo assignment, hand in. So I'll stop my share. I'll stop the share on my phone. I believe I've done my best not to be incriminating on my phone. So let me stop this share first. Let me go back to Zoom. Stop my share. Okay, I can do my share now from here. Let me do my share back on my laptop, on the computer. Let me see, share screen. Your screen share there. Do share, and also kindly, if you're not about to talk, you mute yourself. Mute yourself. I think I've muted the Kukulu like several times. You unmute yourself. Don't unmute yourself. Yes, Washira.
Hello.
Yes, Washira.
Yeah. Yes, I just wanted to add on that procedure.
Mm-hmm.
There is a okay. I was thinking about an app called CamScanner.
Yes,
I don't know if you have heard.
Yes, I know about it. Somebody can use CamScanner, get it into a PDF format, the way you just said, and somebody can just use it beforehand and use it. And you can even use the CamScanner app to upload. That is a very nice thing you've already said. Yeah, yes, Washira. Unless there's anything you wanted to add.
Yeah. I was saying that it's a good day because it scans the document clearly, a very clear image of the document, even the detailed writings.
Okay. Yes, so I believe you've seen that. Let us look at how the picture looks like. Let's look at it from the lecturer side. Let me see, where am I? I have a lot of accounts. I've opened a lot of things. Okay, let me just switch to part-time, then and see what happens. So you can see the demo assignment, and I can see, I think we'll be able to see something. We'll be able to see something here. You'll allow me to, let me see on my Zoom. I'm trying to see something here. Okay. Let me leave the meeting from the phone. I've left that meeting. Yes. So, so classwork, demo assignment, and you can see now. Do you see now? It is 2 turned in, 0 assigned, meaning that there's no one who has been assigned the assignment who has not yet done it, and two have already submitted the assignments. I think one has already been graded. So I think maybe they unsubmitted then submitted, so they are under turned in again. Okay, it's still under graded. Do you see that? And you can see I'm already told the student resubmitted the assignment. Do you see that? You can be able to see that. So I can be able to check, and you can see the image. I had added some image. I uploaded an image from my computer, but I've already demonstrated using my phone. So let's look at Kevin Tuwe, who submitted via a phone image. Let's look at it. Do you see it appears the same way you would mark an area where you can mark? So you can be able to see the picture. You can zoom on it if it is, as you've already been told by Anthony Bashira. You can be able to check what a student wrote and they took a picture of, and then you can add some private comments. And then you can say, that did question 2 well. Question 2 very well. Do you see that? Do you see that? So then you can do post. Then you can maybe give the mark. Let's say the person deserves an 8 out of 10 according to what you've already seen in front of you. Then you can just click on return. Then you can click on return the picture that the student had given, and it counts as an assignment submission. So let's go back to our class. Let's see what has happened. You can see it has happened. You did question 2 very well, 8 out of 10, and you've been able to see. When you go back to the grades, you can be able to see now the class average is 7.5, 8 out of 10. Student demo is submitted. So let's see whether we can go back to what student demo is submitted, and then say, okay, let's recheck because the student demo added a picture. Let's look at what they did. Then I can look at the picture. I go to, you can see the picture opens within classroom instances. Then I can maybe say, okay, from the picture of what I've seen, I can just look at this picture here and say, okay, this picture makes the person go from 7 to 9 out of 10 because of what they've already done. Then I click return. Previously 7 out of 10, now it is now 9 out of 10. Then it is returned. So that is what appears. You can see that. You can see. I can now go back to this, and you can see it now comes. It now changes. It will change in a few seconds. Let me refresh it. Let me refresh that and see. Do you see that? All of them have been graded now. There is no one under turned in. There's no one under assigned. Everyone is under graded, and you can see. You can select all of them, and then you can say maybe you can email them. You can email the selected students. When you click on email selected students, you can notify them. I've already marked, or you can even do anything that you want, and you can see it will appear. Do you see it appears to BCC? You can see they appear under BCCs because you don't want them to see each other's emails. Maybe then you can see maybe to e-learning at Taraka, or maybe to the COD or whoever you want to know that you are talking to your students. I have completed marking your assignments. And then I can say send. So when I go to my account, I go to my account. I think let's just go to the Gmail app. When I go to the Gmail app, I'm trying to change something here. I can see. Do you see that? Demo assignment. You can see I can be able to see, and I cannot be able to see the other student, and because I'm under BCC, and I can see I've completed making assignments. Then I can go and check how much did they get, and even I can see it under the updates. Do you see all the updates within appear here? You can see time demo, graded demo assignment. Do you see that everything up that appears? I can be able to see demo assignment. You can see the part-time demo just returned demo assignment. I mean, they gave me a mark, and I can see it is 8 out of 10. I can open and be able to see what the lecturer gave me. So you can see, if you see these class not found, or maybe a student says they're saying this class not found, tell them to switch the account. Look at here. You can see I think I'm under my Gmail account. It always be first to the Gmail account. So you go to your Taraka account, so that when I do now again, when I click open, I think it is now open. If it does that, I just go direct to my account, I open, and I can be able to go to classwork, and I can see my lecturer looked at my assignment, and you can see, I can see it as graded here. Do you see that? Then when I go to view assignment, I can be able to see can see here, I can see 8 out of 10. Do you see that? Like the 8 of 10 that I saw in my email, I already see it here. And you can see my comments, the comments that the lecturer gave me, did question 2 very well. I can see, then I can say, thank you, sir, or madam. Okay, it has to be 1 because it can't be obvious. Let's say because men are always in the STEM, I say, thank you, madam. So, so yes, so I'll be able to see that even as the lecturer, I can be able to see that. Where am I? Yes, as the lecturer, I'll be able to see the new comment. I'll go to classwork. Okay, they're telling me about the Google Meet. Under classwork, under the demo assignment. And you can see, I can view the assignment. And I can see the one that I just said, thank you, sir. I can be able to see, you can see, I can be able to see that the student told me, thank you. You can see that. So basically that is all that there is in terms of classroom assignment. I've tried to show you the 2 sides, the lecturer side and the student side. Unless there is anything you would want to ask, I think you can do a Q&A, a short Q&A. I believe we are also time bad because I have to show you about the Moodle. And I believe the power issues and maybe people coming in a bit late, that is basically, but I think I really wanted to emphasize on classrooms because that is what you are using currently so far to engage your students. And all these, once you do all these, if you have added e-learning at taraka.ac.k, we can be able to see that. I usually see all those, let me show you something. Usually see all those assignments that are submitted, that are given, usually see them coming in. We see maybe if a student has marked or even given a comment, usually see those engagements. Do you see that? Okay, let me go back to this. Do you think you can see somebody invitation to co-teach? This was this was the demo class. So I'll not join now because I want to repeat that. You can see we were reminding you to give us your notes for upload. We are continuing to get them. Thank you so much for uploading, and you can see we are assigning them to our staff to upload, and they are taking place very well. So you can see that, and you can see, I can see Douglas Kimanthi, new assignment cut 2, new assignment due tomorrow. I can be able to see these, new material, even a student who has submitted it late, you can be able to see. Jenisa Kadambi submitted DPLM 0217. And also avoid giving your assignments some weird names. Always give an assignment a good title, because that one is currently, it's not well. Do it much better. So I can see, I think I can see, okay, did not submit this. And also when you submit your notes for Moodle upload, kindly also CC me or CC your COD, so that you can see, you know, we usually get, you can see we get a lot of emails on e-learning at taraka.ac.ke. So you can see for this one, you didn't even know that we had already gotten it. So I'll assign someone here. I think I'll assign that one, that person, then you can do that. So always give us your name. You didn't see, even this one, you didn't see that. You can see we got it 7 days ago. So I think I'll forward it also for upload. So always CC. I think we gave I think also CC. better. And also tell us, don't just send and then call us or maybe tell us something that you already have, and then it will work better. And please, 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 I think I love to say this, and I love to even mention names. If I mute you, don't unmute yourself. Don't unmute yourself. You'll make the recording look bad. You'll make the recording be not audible. Yes, Wepukulu, don't unmute yourself. You are unmuting yourself every time. Every time. Yes. Yes, I think I've muted you. Don't unmute. Don't unmute. You're unmuting yourself again. Don't know why. Do that. Okay, always check you are on mute. So unless maybe you wanted to say something because I'm on your notes. So let me send this to somebody else. Okay, we've already trained our staff to upload the notes, so they're uploading it there and then. So unless there's any question, I'm ready for your Q&As. Your Q&As. I'm ready to answer your questions. Unless there's any question, I'm ready to answer your questions. So that is basically what it is in terms of, and we are checking. You're checking even when you're making your reports. I'll show you something. We're able to see everything that you do in your classes, and that is what makes classrooms much better, because you can tell us you've been interacting. You can see, I think, do you see what I'm seeing? These are all the classes we have. Currently we have 305 classes. You can see 305 classes on our classroom platform. We have, let's see whether you can have the student report. Let's see. How many? Okay, these are instances, so don't get shocked. We have 21,837 student instances. So what that means is you can have a student in 4 or 5 classes or 6 classes, but the unique instances are different. I don't know whether it is under here. I think I'll check it. I'll generate that report for the students and check. And you can even see the lecturers who have been doing things on their platform. I can be able to see that. I think I can do that. And we have actually, if you want us to enable this for you, you can enable these reports for you. You can get it at a teacher level. We are getting it at admin level, but there's a teacher level for this, and we'll do that. But we don't want to confuse you, so only on request. Only on request. If you want to request to add it, to get a teacher menu for it, can show you how to get these reports. So so that is that. Unless there's any question, I'm just here waiting for your questions. Then we do some like 5 or 10 minute break. You get something to get you warm, something also get a sip of water, and then we go on. We do just 1 hour for the Moodle classroom. So unless there's any question, I think you'll allow me to pause now. Okay. Kindly confirm that you can see this screen. That is the backend for our Moodle platform. Can you see that? You can unmute and say, or you can raise your hand, or you can do a thumbs up. Also, if you can hear me, you can also do that.
I can see it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for raising your hands. I've seen your hands. I've seen, okay. I think allow me to lower all hands. Thank you. So when I talk about Moodle course administration, I think you saw it in the email that you got for the meeting, for the training. we're talking about auditing what we've uploaded as ICT. And the second thing you need to do is also make your content interactive. So I'll give a case scenario for somebody who has not activated their account. I don't know whether I can do that for, I'll still use the same details, but sadly maybe that person will not have uploaded some notes, but I'll demonstrate that part. Let me demonstrate that part using that account. I don't know whether it is here. I'll go to users, I'll check on it. Maybe it is already here, and then I can't activate it. Let me see. We go to P. So sadly, part-time demo is already here. So I'll ask, we use somebody's who is in the chat. Okay. Let me start. This will be very interactive. Anyone on the chat who has not activated their Moodle account, you can raise your hand. We go through the process together using your demonstration. Anyone who has not, you can raise your hand or you can unmute and say, I've done. Thanks, Washira. We can do it together with you. You can unmute yourself. We go through these together using your account. Okay. Yes, I can see Wepukulu. We'll also do that for you. Everyone on the chat will do it also because it's a very easy process. So, and we'll start with Washira. So I'll log out from my. I'll log out. Do I log out? Okay, let me not log out. I don't want to log out. Let me just do this. New private window. Admit. Also, I believe Daktari. I think Daktari is out. Maybe he'll join in again. If you join in using a phone, for the purposes of taking note of those who have attended, kindly rename yourself or also say on the public chat your full name. Every time you are able to attend, you are able to join in. Maybe you might be cut off because of network issues or something. Also do that. Okay, going back, we are now here. I believe you can see my private window. Let's open elearning.taraka.ac.ke/moodle. We are starting with Washira. So you're going to use login using your account on Google. Ask Washira, are you on your laptop or are you on phone?
On phone.
You're on phone. I don't know whether you can control my computer or using your phone, but I'll try and see. Login using your phone to Google. Who has unmuted themselves? Who has unmuted themselves? Who has unmuted themselves? Okay. Make sure you are on mute if you have background noise. Who is this? Whose account is this? That is student demo. Hit and then dynamics. Okay. I think it's going to the student demo directly. I'll try and see whether I can end all private sessions. Let me close all sessions. So that when I open a new window, nothing will affect it. Okay. trying to check whether I'm having any sessions. You know, I'm using 3 screens. 3 screens to coordinate everything. So I'm checking this other side. Okay, on the tablet, things are fine. This one is which one? Okay, you can see. So I think my Nini was doing some crazy things there. So let's do this. Yes.
Kevin.
Yes. Chair.
Kindly, Nombo, you excuse me kidogo. There's some stuff I'm trying to serve. In the process of multitasking, I'll get lost, but I'm sure I'll catch up.
It's okay. You'll follow also on the recording.
Yes. Kindly. Thank you.
It's okay. Totally understand. Totally understood. So let me go back to the. I'm trying to see whether I don't want to get a session where I'm already logged in. I can try and use a different browser. Let me see if I can open Microsoft Edge. It's trying to load. It's loading that browser. My browser has already a number of sessions that are already logged in. So if I try to even do a new private window, it's not loading a new session. The reason why you use that private window is so that you don't have any active sessions running. I can see my Edge browser is loading on this other side. Okay, it's here. I think you can see it. Let me maximize that. I don't want to set anything. We've signed you in. Microsoft just likes a lot of things on me. It's okay. No, thanks. Okay. So e-learning. Got it. It even took my passwords. It's fine. Okay. Login. Using account on. So at this point in time, you're going to use okay, I think I'd already given somebody my account. Use another account. Okay, thank you. Okay, so Washira, I think I'm going to ask you. I don't know whether you can see remote control. Do you see remote control somewhere? Let me see if I can give you the remote control. Can give to you. Let me see whether you're here. Yes. Do you see that request? You can unmute yourself and say that you confirm that request.
Yes,
you can.
I can see it.
Accept it and accept it. Then you can now type your email and your password there. Accept. Then you'll be able to now control my screen, control my computer. Can you type?
I am trying to get my keyboard.
Have you tapped on? Make sure you tap on the side.
Yeah, on the remote control sign.
I can see you are trying to annotate. You have written some lines there. Okay. I'm waiting for Anthony Ashira to control your screen. You have not yet controlled my screen. Remote control is now. You are now controlling it. Yes. Now I think you can now type yes. can tell me to type for you, then you'll type the password. It is Anthony.Washira, right?
Anton.Washira.
At PT, India. At Taraka.
Yeah, it is. There is. At, yeah.
Oh, okay. With an O.
Yeah, Anthony.
.ac.ke.
At PT, yeah, there is at PT.
Okay, at PT. So,
at PT.
So I don't know whether you can remove that annotation. Can you clear the annotations that you've made? Okay, let me see that green line. Thank you. I've already done that. Mouse. I can get my mouse back.
No, not yet. Not yet. Yeah.
Yes.
There is a at PT. At PT.
It's fine now. Now see whether you can be able to put your password. Can you see that?
There is something about the email itself. Eh?
Yes.
The email. It is
yes,
Anthony.Washira at pt.idaraka. Yeah, you have omitted at PT.
I can see it is already back. Can you see it? Let me zoom. It is fine.
Yeah, it is fine now.
Can you be able to control my screen and put your password?
No, because I cannot get my keyboard. Eh?
Okay. Let me see. I'm seeing you can annotate, which is a good thing. When you go to remote control,
yes,
and I can see you can control. The keyboard should appear. The keyboard should appear the same way. Okay, let me see. The keyboard should appear. Do you see somewhere written text? I don't know. These are you type. Oh, yeah, you'll have to type some text. This is annotation. This is just annotation. So don't use the annotate. Let me clear all drawings.
Okay.
Go to. Do you see where this written? Enter a password. Try to move my mouse. Try to move the mouse. Don't use the text. Don't use that one. Don't use that one. That one will show your password. It will not work. So don't type. Don't use annotate. Don't use the annotate. So what I'm asking you to do is you go to just can you, like, when you're using the touch screen, India?
Yes. No. Yeah, I am seeing the touch screen.
Yes. So if you're using the touch,
yes.
You're not using annotate. Don't use annotate. So I can see you have used text. So okay, let me delete that and I clear all drawings. Okay. So you go to, okay, anybody? Okay, there's a question from Miriam, and I think I'll do that. Okay, thank you. I think I missed those chats. You should have told me. Okay, remote controlled. I'm trying to help you get this control. Let me abort the control first. Abort control. I think I've removed the control. Then I give you the control again. Kindly accept. And don't annotate. You've accepted, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you can now do it. Now type. Is the keyboard appearing?
Yeah, it is appearing.
Okay, now type. Good. Thank you. So for the whole process, I think I can see you already activated your account, Cindy. Did you submit your courses for Moodle upload?
No, I am still digitizing.
Okay, you're still digitizing. So I can see yours is it goes directly. So it means you already activated your Moodle account, Cindy.
I opened and studied a little bit how it works.
That is basically what I wanted to demonstrate. So I wanted someone who has not yet even activated, such that even when I search them on the list, I don't find them. So thank you for that. I think I'll abort the control and log you out. I want somebody who has not accessed the portal at all. You can raise your hand. The portal, the Moodle portal at all. Anyone? I'm trying to look at let me look at the participants. Anyone who has not accessed the Moodle portal at all. The Moodle e-learning platform, anyone? It is not a bad thing. You want to use yours to demonstrate. You want to demonstrate something. Anyone? Okay, if there's none, okay, there's Miriam. Thank you. So I'll ask you to unmute. And ask you. I hope you're going to be able to also control my computer. So log in using your account on Google. Okay, I think you can see it usually, unless you remove that session. I think I'll do that session by going to mail.google.com. I'll go to Ashira's inbox. Sorry for that, and I'll have to log you out from there. Let me log you out. I think you've never, okay, maybe it's okay. Log out, then I sign you out from here. Yes, so Miriam, are you ready? Miriam, are you ready? You can unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. I've asked you to unmute. Unmute yourself and take us through. Yes, are you ready, Miriam? I've seen you've unmuted. Thank you.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Let me give you the remote control. Okay, I'll abort control from Shira and give it to you. Have you seen the requests? Kindly say okay.
Control, yeah, Kevin, please screen, yes.
Yes, so say okay. Then I'll take you to this part where you can be able to.
Okay, at what point?
Have you seen the, I'm waiting for
Where
you to
do
control.
I see okay from?
Okay, what have you seen on the other side? What have you seen? Have you seen?
You can control Kevin Tway screen. That is what I've seen.
Okay, now that you've seen that, maybe it did not ask you whether you want or not. It has already just given you the right just because it reached to you. Try to move the mouse. Try to see whether you can move this mouse of mine to where the email is. Then you can put the email. Thank you. Click there. Type your email.
Yeah.
Type your email. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then after that?
Click next. Put your password. Okay, where are we? Okay, before that, I've remembered something. We're not actually logging you into your email normally. You have to use login using your account on Google. So the first thing is you click here. So it will take you to this part where you have to put the email. So since you had already done that part, is this part. Now you can now put your password. Did it already save your password?
Yeah.
Or you clicked saved when it asked you?
Not
Okay,
really. I just put it. Just put the password.
Okay. Just put it. Just put it again for the purposes of security and also confirmation.
Let me start again. Sorry for that.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just don't be under pressure. Just do it well. Then you go to next. If you have completed typing the password, you go click on next.
Then I click next.
Yeah. Click next. Okay. It is asking you. This device is not recognized. I think it will ask you to do a text. I think maybe do a text. Do a text. Click on text. Miriam, you can click on text, or I click it for you. Let me do that text.
I text.
Okay, there's a message that has been sent to your number, right?
Yeah, okay, yes, text. Yeah, I have.
Yeah, now put the code that has been sent to your phone
Yes.
number there. Put the code that has been sent via SMS by Google there.
Yes.
Yes, type the six digits there.
Okay.
Hope it will not log you out to access the message. Have you lost Miriam because you went to check the message? No, let me check. I think she went to check the message and left the meeting. Maybe we'll wait for her to come in. So as she comes in, as we wait for her, because I'll be waiting for her notification to join the meeting. Let me show you something. Let me go back to this account. So these are the courses. These are like we have gotten a number of courses which you've already uploaded. I'll use there's one course that I usually use for as a very good, okay, I think I can admit her, I think she's back. There's one course that I'll be using as a perfect course that was given to me. I think I'll even start from my email and show you how the lecturer sent me those notes and how you are able to upload it and how it was very easy to use that. Okay, I think you can use e-learning. I think it's e-learning. Yes, Miriam, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm sorry for that hitch.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So, okay, let me give you back the control so that you finish up on what we started. So you are here. Let me give you the control.
44. That's what I have to type.
Wait a bit. Just wait a bit. Just wait a bit. I give you the code, the control. I want you to do it as a very interactive session. That way, I hope you've seen that. So you can, and you can now type the code.
Is anything happening?
Nothing is happening. You can make sure you control. Just check whether you can do the mouse first. Just check you can move the mouse.
Okay, I can see the mouse. Yes.
Now you are controlling.
44, 10, 84. Yeah, I'm done.
So you click on next. Okay, it will ask you, this is the question that usually ask you, Tharaka University e-learning wants to access your Google account. This will allow Tharaka University e-learning to see, edit, create, and delete all of your Google. So these are very important, let's say, authorization, because you can see it applies only to your Tharaka account and not your personal Gmail account. Some people are asking, why should I allow Tharaka to access my Gmail or something? So it is about your Tharaka, and it requires to do this because it needs to see your profile picture on Google. It also needs to, maybe if you want to add some files from Google Drive or delete something while you are in the platform, you can do that. So it requires that. So you need to click allow. There are no two ways to it. So I'll allow Miriam to continue. You click allow, go on. The mouse is here. So move it and take it to allow. Miriam? Yes. Miriam?
I thought I've done so. Nothing has happened.
Nothing. You just move, just check, just make sure you check. I think you can be able to see what you're doing. The mouse is here. Don't worry, I have like 3 screens. So if you try and move my mouse somewhere else, you will find it somewhere else. So make sure you can see it. It is here. Let me just do it. It is here under the button.
Now I cannot even see the mouse. Now
the mouse
the
is
mouse?
now there under allow. It is there under, I've just put it above allow.
Yes, I can see the mouse.
So now just tap on it and allow it. Can you do it? Have you lost control, or I abort and I give you the control again? Let me allow for you because obviously you'll allow. Okay, let me also abort the control and give you the control again so that you can be able to see what you're doing. I can't know what is happening to you. So you can see what you'll get. Let me give you back the control. So Miriam, you can see this is what you usually get. An email should have been sent to your address, miriam.ekukulu@tharaka.ac.ke. It contains easy instructions to complete your registration. If you continue to have difficulty, contact the site administrator. So obviously you go now to your email. I believe this was Miriam's email. I think I'll click, even if I just do it, the session is already active. So if I just do this, I think Miriam's email will sort because the account is active, and I think you can see it is here. I hope everyone can see this. You can see, yes, Miriam, I can see you're trying to move the mouse. You can now go to that email, the first email.
For this,
Miriam,
yes.
Yes, go to the first email.
Yes, I'm back.
Okay,
to the first email, yes.
Yeah, that one. Click on it. So you can see, just click on close. Just let me close this for you. That one. Okay. You can see now this is the email you usually get when you are activating your account for the very first time. Hi Miriam, a new account has been requested on that. To confirm your new account, please go to this address. In most mail, it should appear as a blue link, which you can click on. If that doesn't work, then cut and paste this address into the address line of your browser, web browser window. If you need help, please contact the site administrator, admin user. If you did not do this, someone else could be trying to compromise your account. Please contact the site. So it's just a confirmation to ensure that it is you. So Miriam, you can click on the blue link. Yeah, click on that. It will take you directly to the e-learning portal, and you can see, thanks to Miriam, your registration has been confirmed. So I think basically you realized earlier on is when I realized that Miriam had sent us the notes. So I'm sure we cannot assign her any notes. I don't know whether we have any notes that are uploaded that we can assign her. But basically that is the whole process of getting to activate. We cannot assign you a lecturer as a lecturer any course if you haven't done this process that Miriam has already done. So we'll use Miriam as an example, as an example of a certain course that is my go-to demo course that somebody did. I'll allow to have the control. I'll allow, I think I'll stop the remote control. Thanks, Miriam. I'll take it on from here. Thanks so much. I believe now you've activated your account and you know how it is. For the interest of time, you'll allow me not to activate your accounts for the rest of us who have not activated. You'll do that. If you haven't gotten it, you can just check on the recording once it is completed. Then, so let me start my video. It's important to be seen when you're doing. Okay. I think you can see me. Good. So, where am I? Okay, here I am. So this is the Edge browser. Let me go back to the administrative. There's one person who is my go-to person, njuguna.christine at pt.tharaka. I'm not biased, but it is just that she is one of the lecturers who have done the whole process the way we wanted it, easily. So you can see she gave us, I think she already started three classes. You can see that. Then she has 3 postgraduate units that she has already sent us all the materials, and you can see the way she has sent us the materials. So you can see she has given it topic by topic. Topic 1, I think there's a topic 2 here, topic 3, topic 5, 4, 7, 6, 8, 9. You can see very well given. You can see that. Very easy to follow, very easy to upload, and also not having too much of a struggle, very well laid out, page by page, subtopic by subtopic. I believe you can see that. So, and the same applies to every unit that she sent. You can see she did the same for that. And you can see when I was assigning even myself to upload it, you can see I assigned myself to upload it. So you can see the notes were well laid out and easily, and you can see even somebody else was also able to, you can see even asking to activate the Moodle account. So when we uploaded, because we've already uploaded all of Christine Juguna's, Dr. Christine Juguna's notes on Moodle. Let me go back. It is a Master of Science in Community Development. We are here. I believe you can see that, what I'm saying. So you'll use, let's use which, so it is 814, 813, and 811. Those are the three units that she gave. So let me choose this one. I think this one is the one I did personally. So you can see, you don't have to, we already did ICT staff training on how to upload. So I don't need to really emphasize on that, but I will give you a brief. Once we get an empty course, let me show you a course that doesn't have any uploads. I don't know whether this one is empty. Yes, this is an empty class. I mean an empty course that doesn't have content. Usually has four topics that have been pre-generated for your easy, so that you can start using it, so that you can be able to now build it up from there. So from there, you'll be able to see. You can, do you see this part in the corner? Can you see my mouse? Don't know if I can spotlight. Yes. Do you see? Do you see my spotlight? Do you see this part? You can confirm. Yes. You can raise your hand. Yes, thank you. So when I do this, you can see I can turn editing on.
And this is the second, it is the second option when I do that arrow. So there's the editing of the settings, then there's the turn editing on, then there's the course completion, filters, blah, 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 and all that. So I just go to turn editing on. Another interface will appear. You can only turn editing on if you are given the properties of or the privileges of a lecturer. The super account can do anything on any course at any point in time. So we are here, right? Do you see that? So these are the 4 topics. So the first thing that I did, if I got the unit, for example, this one is seminar. Let's say it was seminar. I just go to topic 1. I look at it. I see it is topic 1, preparing a seminar paper. So I can just do this. I can do this, edit, and I can, then this is what we usually do as ICT. Okay. Like that, you can see. So then once we do that, we enter, then we now add the resource. When you're talking about adding an activity, we usually do a page. We never do a file. That is one thing you need to know. We don't do a file because we don't want this portal to be a place where just people come to download things and go away. We want this place to be a place where lecturers and students can interact, and students can be able to get content and continue to come back to the portal every time. So we never do files most of the time. When you're doing the course content, we can do a file when you're adding something else, but we do a page. So when you do a page, you add a page, then we give it the name. We obviously give the same name, usually give it the same name as the topic. Then the description, we leave it blank. The page content is obviously everything that is here. But I'll just, for the purposes of, since you've already done this, I'll just, let me see whether I can select. I don't know. I can select. Let me see whether I can, if I open it to Google Docs, it will be able to allow me to select very fast. Can select from there. So it has opened for me. Is it the spotlight? Yes, I think I can select. Let me just select this first part for you, for just your demonstration. That way. Then I go back to editing. I paste that. You can see it appears the way, even the title appears in a selected format. Under appearance, I can say I don't have to display the page name if I'm not going to have just only one page. But so I don't display the page name. It's important to put the last modified so that students can be able to see that this is an earlier version from the last version, or how long ago was it changed. So just always ensure you display the last modified date. Availability, it's okay. Restrict access, don't restrict access. Activity completion. So this is very important. This is very, very important. Activity completion. So you can see student can manually mark the activity as completed. Never leave it as default as that. Always ensure it is. Show activity as complete when conditions are met. So you choose that one. Then you can see student must view this activity to complete it. That means that the student must open that page, and even if they're not going to read it, they have already opened it and they've been able to see the content. Yes, for the course to consider that that person has completed a certain percentage of the course. So every page, always ensure every page is part of completion tracking, because completion tracking will enable you. I believe right now you've already sent notes to your students. Maybe a notes worth, let's say, 20 pages. How many of you can know this student has read up to page 5, this student has read up to page 10, this student has read up to page 20? How many can tell me that on the PDFs they've sent on your WhatsApp, on the Google Classrooms? How many can confirm where the student has reached to the PDF? Can you know who has never read, who has read? Who can tell me? Someone can tell me something about that. Who can confirm, who can say, and how are they doing it without something like Moodle?
Is it possible? Is it possible? You can unmute and say something. Is it possible?
Not possible.
It is impossible, right? So once you upload just on once you upload the PDF, you can't know basically. You are away, the student is away in the other side of the world, of the country, and you can't know where. But with Moodle, you can see this. There's completion tracking. You can be able to know whether a student has opened, and for each and every student, you can be able to know where they've reached. And the student can also see for themselves, I've reached 10% of the course, 20% of the course, 30% of the course. So this is basically, then you can also expect when a student should have read that course, that topic, you can enable that. But basically in good practice, we don't enable the expect completed, because right now you don't put a timeline on people to read. But you'll expect them to at least have read, because you'll follow up on them. Tags, you just leave tags alone. Competencies, upon activity completion, you can ask maybe somebody to attach an evidence, you can send for review. Maybe if that is if you want competencies, but you don't have to do competencies now. So I'll do save and display, so that I'll save and also display what I've done. So you can see topic 1. Don't worry if you see it twice, it's the main topic, and this is within the main topic, the page. So this is topic 1, page 1. So you can see I just copied one part, and you can see I can be able to see my last modified here. So that is how you do a topic. The reason why I've taken you through that is most of the time you'll be able to see maybe you added a certain topic you don't want, or you forgot to upload or digitize a certain topic, or you even want to add more topics, or even the curriculum has changed and certain topics have been removed or new topics have been added. So as a lecturer, you should be able to know how to add or delete a topic, or modify and do activity completion on a topic. I hope that part is clear, unless there's any question on how to do a topic. So that is what we've been doing. We do all the topics for the whole course. Then once we are done, we now we expect that after this training, we'll now be able to have the lecturers coming onto Moodle to be able to audit what we've done, to audit what ICT has done. And also there'll be a general audit on what you've already uploaded by your CODs and also your deans, so that they can be able to see, are you copy pasting work? Is your work reflective of the standards that a university has set? Are you just copying a book, pure maths, from page 1 up to page 30 without any changes? You can see that is not acceptable. So that is how to do a topic. Unless there's any question, I beg to move very fast to the next thing in the interest of time. Is there any question? If there's any question, let me check the chat. Maybe there's something on the chat. I think I haven't seen anything on the chat. Yes,
Hello?
there's a question. Yes.
Yeah, how have you said that we are able to add or to edit a topic? I have not gotten that.
To edit a topic.
Adding and editing.
Adding or editing.
Yeah,
I think
adding
I've already shown.
Yeah.
I've already shown how to add. So I'll allow me not to repeat, because the recording will be there and you'll be able to review the recording. So, but for editing, I'll show you how to edit, because once we've already done this, you see, I think you can be able to see what we just did. So if you've seen that maybe there's something that needs to be added to this, selecting a seminar topic. If you want to add something to this, so you just go back to, do you see this part? Then you click on edit settings, settings. You can see it takes you back to where you are typing. You can see that where you are actually pasting the content. So if I see maybe I needed to add the other part, I can maybe, let's say, let me add this also. Let me add that. I can copy that. I go back to here. I go here. Then I do that. Okay, it has pasted the same thing. Let me see. I did not copy. Copy. Let me undo this. You can see how interesting am I in a topic. If you see it hasn't made it bold, you can just bold it here, or you can just choose to be a heading which is medium. You can see that. Then you can, once you're done, you just do save and display so that you can see what you have done. You can see I've added the other topic. You can see that. So you can continue doing that. Obviously, people in basic science and computer science, we are really interested about the math. So let me show you what I was showing in the earlier class. Iris, allow me to sorry for that. Sometimes you get called out. So where was I? I was actually showing you Iris. We were talking about Iris the other time. Okay. Let's say this is a math. Let's say this topic is not even. Let's say it's a topic in math. Remember, I'll have to delete all these. So let's say we are supposed to type. I was given a very simple example to show. I think I just wrote it. Let me do this. X to the power 5 with respect to x. Okay. So I can go to the keyboard. I select this. I copy it. Let me see whether I can do it here. And you prepare the whole document. You don't just do one. You prepare the whole math document, then you now start pasting. Let's see whether it will appear here. Okay, it comes with the math. Okay, let me see whether if I copy it from my Word document, let me see whether if I copy it from my Word, where is my Word? Okay, here it is. Okay, it comes with a math formula. So let me see whether I can do this. Okay. So we are going to add the math type to our module. But basically, once you are done with your whole document, let me show you something. I can do a snipping tool here. You can do once you're done with your whole document, you can snip to it. Let me do this new. I'm doing something on the other side, so don't wonder why am I saying new and you're not seeing anything. Don't worry. I know you're not seeing it, and it's fine. Okay, it's something that I've done. Copy. Let's see what it has appeared here. Do you see something that has happened? Do you see that? So I've already added the just because I've done it on my Word. I've done it on Word on a Word document. Then I just did a screenshot of all that I've done on Word, and I just pasted it here. So it's just a matter of being creative. And once you even give us your uploaded materials, and even as you digitize, make use of Iris. Iris, you don't even have to. You can download it. I've said we are going to also add it on our Google Docs. As an add-on. I don't know if it is e-learning. Yes, I can do an add-on here. Then I can see. I think we're going to do the add-on for Iris. And then you're going to do, I think there's a question I also need to answer from Miriam, which was asking if it is about, okay, there's this math type. We do this, we do domain install. Continue. Just to confirm that it is me. So I think it has been done. I think I can check. Maybe it will propagate with some time. Maybe I'll refresh this and be able to see. You now using Google Docs within your Taraka email, within your Taraka account, you'll be able to see the math type in a few. It will propagate. It will propagate to all accounts with time. So you'll be able to see it under add-ons, and you'll be able to see it there. So there's a question that Miriam had asked about, let me go back to the chat. It was about whether we can use it to do some drawings. Let me go to that. Chat. I can see is that it's only useful for formula or even other drawings like shapes. There's something called chem type. There's math type, then there's something called chem type. I don't know whether chem type is here. I think it also applies to math type and chem type. It's the same thing. I can see it is already installed on our domain. It will propagate with time, don't worry. So let me show you chem type. Don't know that it can apply here. Just changing here to chem type. Okay, let me go back to here. It was, just look for it somewhere. Okay. Let me just Google it. There's chemistry toolbar. Do you see that, Miriam? I don't know whether you meant this, but this is solutions in chemistry. I think I'll share this. Let me share this on the chat. Is that one? And then there's also this one. Have you gotten? I hope you've gotten the links. Those two links. Let me go to. I think where was I? So Miriam, you can unmute yourself and confirm that that is what you want. You wanted. Is that what you were asking for?
Yeah, I'm still following. Yeah, I was asking whether some other formula can be put, some other symbols can be put other than the formula.
Yes, you can add even there was even where I was checking, you can even do like some, those usually call them what? Some covalent bonds and what?
Local formula. Yeah.
And apart from the chemical, this is the one where you draw some things like that look like a web. Allow me, because I think I dropped physics, chemistry once I cleared the KCSE so many years ago. So let me see. Those there's somewhere where we could do this. I think you can see this here, you can draw, you can delete all that, then you draw something. You don't know, how do you draw this stuff? See, there's one, then you do two, then you do something like this. Just do something like that. Let me see that it has seen something else, but it was something, I believe you are talking about such diagrams, and you can try and draw something that makes sense on that, in that case, and in that line, and you'll be able to even see those solutions there. And I think you can, do you see these?
Yeah, I can be able to see.
Yeah, I believe some things like this you're talking about. And you can see, you can be able to change them, that you can add. So I think this plugin can also help you, and you can be able to even add questions online. They cannot have a lot of problems. I also had, there's a new solution. There's a software that that Chair has already gotten, but the easier, whichever solution that works for you, the better. The best thing is to be able to digitize your notes. So let me finish up. We are finishing up. So we are here. We've edited the page, we've added, and we've saved and displayed.
Just one more question on that. Huh?
Yes, please do. Please ask. Please ask. You can unmute yourself. I think you've muted yourself. Yes.
Yeah, I was just like in the bio we do drawings, like a drawing.
Yes. I'm not hearing you well.
So I'm saying that in biology we draw things like if you want to draw a leaf, if you want to draw an insect. Yeah, that is what I was exactly asking.
Drawing online, especially the best thing in these things you see.
Yeah, like a leaf, an insect.
Yes, just do this biology drawing. Can see biology drawing software. Can I say? I think the tool is better. Biology drawing tool. I think there's something called the render. Let me see whether this one looks better. The Smart Draw. Smart Draw does something very well. I know about Smart Draw, although it is a paid software. I don't know whether it was Smart Draw that was gotten. Okay. Do you see this? Do you see this? I don't know. You see there is something called a microbiology. You can see it is used by these institutions. I don't know whether there is a demo. There is a back tracker. That is the pricing. Let's look at the pricing. Free for educational use. Store limit 5 images. Permission for educational use. Image download size small. Live customer support. So you can be able to try this for free. Try it and tell us, biorenter.com, and tell us how it looks like. I don't want to register. I don't want also to take time because on that, but also let me share the link on the public chat. Try that out. You can see it is free for educational use. There's also this one, Smart Draw. Smart Draw is an example. You can see, I think these are the things they're talking about, right?
Yeah, those are what I'm talking about.
Yes. Edit this diagram, this Smart Draw. You can even get some different diagrams that have already pre-made for you. You can get, I can see there's a photosynthesis diagram here. You can just load it. Smart Draw as a cloud software, and there's an offline software. There's also Smart Draw. So as a as a lecturer who is on your specialization, invest in softwares that can help make your work easier. It is not that expensive. I think even Smart Draw pricings are not that high. You can do that. We can do that, and you can see this an online account. You can do that. You can see this. I can just now start drawing from here. And you can see I've already started using it, and you can see I can see some cells, some centrioles, some DNS, crazy stuff. Yes, it's okay. I believe you have already answered the question. So solutions are there. just checking out. Let me just to give you that smart draw link. I'm also pasting it there. There, you get it. Good. So save those. If you can save those charts, save those links. Unless there's any question, I think I'll finish up with this. So you can see I've already done the last part of the Moodle training was about making our content interactive. So with that, you'll allow me to use a demo. I've already done that on one of my courses, so that I show you what I preach water and drink water. So so let me go to course search. Do IT technical. This one. So you can see this is how my courses look like. I've added a number of pages. You can see these are questions. These are an assignment. You can see assignments have these. Let me do my spotlight. And my spotlight is back. Spotlight. It's okay. I hope you can see. So this part, let me try and zoom in a bit. So you can see these are my editing is on. That is why you are seeing it in this manner. But if my editing is off, turn editing off, these are what it looks like. And you can see students can be able to see their progress, topics progress, can be able to see. Since these are super account, there's nothing that this account has done on this. You can see topic 4 is hidden from the students because I've not gotten to topic 4 yet in preparing this. So going to this, a student can be able to see this. And you can see they can be able to see at the end, you can see these components of information presentation. And you can see information presentation and communication. Once they look at it, they can be able to see all the materials. You can see all the materials regarding the notes, information presentation and communication. Once they are done, they can, the next thing they go to, you can see, is components of information presentation, check your understanding. You can see that. Okay, I think I'm seeing some chats. Let me see. Oh, it was my link. It was the links I was sharing. Okay, so you can see I can continue the last attempt. I think I was demonstrating this, then I did not finish. And you can see this is I set up 2 questions. I set a question called I can say I can edit the question. Whichever question is this? Let me confirm this question it is. It is called a matching question. It's a matching question. It's called a matching question. So I've given them a statement. Then they have to tell me what that statement stands for. You can see the main role of this component is to receive messages, audience. Yes, the component depends on the effectiveness of the communication. This component depends on the effectiveness of the communication. So they'll be able to see using the notes. They'll be able to know maybe this is the component depends on the effectiveness. So so I can say obviously it should be. Let me go to this one. The main role of this is to communicate with and control the audience. This is the presenter. In this component, as a presenter, you should know what the audience is expecting to learn from you, and your presentation. That is the reaction. This component describes the channel in which the presentation is delivered. That is the method, right? So in the component describes the factors that affect the effectiveness of the communication. Let's say it's the context. I think a context can affect the component consists of the verbal and nonverbal communication. Something like that. So they'll be able to check on this and be able to answer all the questions. So as a presenter, you can see I was able to they can even be able to use a drag and drop can be able to see, they can be able to see, even see using the colors, know the context, communicate the message, and ensure that there is no impediment. So impediment is the one that affects effectiveness. So it is an impediment here. So this one is, let's say, reaction. Even if I'm right or wrong, I can just follow it up. Then I can just go on. I can finish at my attempt. Be able to see, was I right, was I wrong? I can submit all and finish. Be able to see. You can see, okay, oh, I was not correct on. You have correctly selected for your answer was partially correct. I did not. I was just following it up. So you can see, I can be able to see impediment this constitutes, and okay, I can be able to know what was the correct answer. You can see, can be able to see each and everything. Presenter in this component should know the context, the channel component. You can be able to see this one was correct. I can it's given me a tick, and you can see these are questions which you can prepare beforehand, and they can be able to interact with the student even without you being there. So you can see, I can be able to see, I can see the time taken is 19 days because I didn't. You can say been told 7 out of 10, perfect. You have grasped the concepts very well. So I can just check, maybe I can go and recheck, and I can say start a new preview, and I do that. So these are very important. And how do you do this? I've just shown you what it is, but how do you do it? Let's go back to the topic I was using just before I forget, because I need to also delete whatever you are doing on that topic, on that content. Let me go back. I'm going back to where we were. Yes, this was the content. So once you are done with that topic, let's say you are going back to that, going to the content, CDEV 810. So here you are. So you can see the topic's progress is 100% just because they've already viewed the content because of completion tracking. Any topic that I have not done will not be able to show the progress. So at the end of a topic, you should obviously add the questions. So you can go to turn editing on, don't forget. And also don't forget to, once you turn editing on, you also now add an activity or a resource. Don't add it here. When you add it here, it is outside the topic. Here is where it is inside the topic. You can even edit your announcements, make a new announcements. You can add an activity or a resource within the announcements. You can be able to see this is a chat section where you'll be able to chat with your students, or maybe students can be able to say, you can put it as a discussion. Is there something called a discussion? A feedback. Now I can give it as a feedback so that students can be able to introduce themselves, can add a feedback and put a question, a lot of things can do that. So you can do a chat. Let me do a chat. A chat is always very interesting to see because it is the announcement chat. We call it announcement chat. You'll be able to see the power of Moodle in so many ways. Chat sessions.
I cannot hear you, Kevin.
Yes? Umepoteza hapo? Nimekupoteza? Okay, wacha nirudi. Thanks for asking. Nimerudi hapa. I'm just on CDEV. Let me leave the page. So hapa, this is the top 4 of the page. Let me turn editing off. This is how the student looks at the page. Even though in a car, when it is the editing. So when I turn editing on, see hapa kwa corner. Then I turn editing on. When I turn editing on, I can see this is the section. You can see the section has like a small line. Do you see like a small gray line here? Then inaonyesha in your topic. Then I can see within that topic, kuna hii topic 2. I can be able to see that. So I wanted to add a chart. These are activities. There's activities, then there's resources. There are 2 types of materials that you can add on Moodle: activities and resources. The resources are the books, the things to read, the pages, the URLs, the PDFs. Those are the resources. Then the activities are the things that makes the content interactive. The assignment, the chart, the choices, the database, the external tool, feedback. There's a lot of things. When you are starting out on Moodle, if you try to learn everything on Moodle, it will overwhelm you. So I always ask you to be so good at one thing before you start going to something else. For example, like right now, you can't have a problem doing a file or a page or a chart and an assignment. That is more than enough. But don't try and say, okay, I want to do all of these. I want to do a glossary. I want to do a forum. I want to do an external tool. You'll be overwhelmed with a lot of things. Gideon, I think you say you can't hear me. Can anyone hear me? Maybe you can check your network issues. Can you hear me? Can you hear me clearly? Yeah, okay. Okay, yes. Maybe you can check your internet, Gideon, on that. Okay. So let me just show you the chart because it's the most interesting to do on the assignment. It makes it, I mean, on the start of the course, it makes their students enjoy the course. So I can call it the announcement chat room. I've just chosen chat announcement chat room. Chat sessions, next chat time can be 27. Don't publish any chat times at the same time. Save past, never delete messages. Everyone can view, no. Common module. You don't have to set these things. Most of the time when they are on default, they are fine. Activity, you can see, you can even make sure that students must chat as part of the conditions of being part of the course to show that they must be able to come and chat a bit so that it will be considered they will have done something. Then you can say save and display, a very nice thing. Then I can click here to enter the chat window. I've entered the chat window, it has shown on this side. Then you can see Taraka admin. Hello students, how are you? So you can see I've already sent a chat, and maybe, just maybe, let's say if I had another student, they can be able to chat with me live here and we can be able to interact and say, hello, what are we doing? Like the way you do your WhatsApp chats, you can even do a group chat, you can have your chats there. So I can maybe end this session and I go back. When I go back to this, you can see it is already here. And then when I talk about the questions, the quizzes, you go to add an activity or a resource. Then you do assignment. Do you see that? Okay, no, you don't do assignment, you do quiz. You can do quiz or assignment, but assignment is the same the way you know the normal assignment. But quiz is the best one for your checking your understanding. So assignment is the one that you already know of, which you can give assignment and you wait for feedback and you get your feedback sent a week later. But quizzes are the ones that even mark for them. They mark, the system marks it automatically. So you can do a quiz, then you can call it test. Let me call it test quiz. Let me call it test quiz very fast because I think we are, I'd checked that we need to finish by 1:30. You can see we are out of time. Then you can see you can even put a time if you want. You can time your students. You can say when it is going to be opened, when it is going to be closed, if they have a time limit to finish it, if they have to do it in 10 minutes or 20 minutes or 1 day. You can see when the time expires, open attempts are submitted automatically. So you can choose a number of things here, there. So basically that is that. Basically that is how you do the settings of the quiz. Let me see, grade, you can put a grade to pass. You can put, let's say they have to get 10 out of 15 to pass. If you want attempts, you can limit the attempts to maybe 1 or 2 times or 3 times or unlimited. But since it is your check your understanding, let it be unlimited so that they can be able to try as many times as possible to get it right. Grading method, highest grade. You give the highest of the attempts. You can decide on the average of the attempts, or the first attempt, or the last attempt. So depending on how you choose your how to evaluate your students. Layout. You can decide a new page for every question. I usually prefer don't do that if you're going to give a lot of questions. Just give it every 2 or 3 questions. So you create a new page for every 2 or 3 questions. You can decide, saying after every 50 questions, that will make a lot of questions appear on one page, which can be overwhelming for a student. But if you are giving 10 questions, do it every 2 questions. If you're going to give 3 questions, you can do every 3 questions, be it in one page. You have to only split it when it's around 20 questions. So you can split it in terms of 5 pages or 2. But depends also on you. That is just my suggestion. It also depends on you. Question behavior, you can be able to shuffle if you want, but if you want it to be chronological, where they have to be able to understand, don't shuffle, just say no. How questions behave. There are a number of things you'll be able to learn here. Adaptive mode, no penalties, deferred feedback, immediate feedback, interactive with multiple tries. There are a number of things you can be able to see that. But deferred feedback is where they finish the questions, they submit, then they get the feedback once they submit that. Leave that one alone. Appearance, leave it alone. You don't have to do a lot of things. Okay, decimal grades, you just have to remove. You don't do decimal places for the marks. We just leave it at 0. Extra restrictions, you can put a password so that students put a certain password to be able to access, but you don't have to do that if it is a check your understanding quiz. Overall feedback, you can give a feedback. Grade boundary. Let's say if they get 100%, you can say excellent work. You show something that I written. Grade boundary, if you put maybe, let's say, get 80%, you can put a certain feedback. I can say good. Then you just do that. Common module settings, you leave it as that. Strict access, you leave it as that. Activity completion, always remember I explained this. Show activity as complete when the conditions are met. So also, student must receive a grade to complete these activities. So it means that they have to be able to get, so okay, you can be even to decide that they have to require a passing grade. So the passing grade, if you've already put it as, which was the passing grade here, grade to pass, maybe it was 10, maybe just put it then, so that the students must have understood the concepts for them to have completed. You can put a lot of conditions there for the quizzes. Competencies you can leave as that. So then let's save and display. So just check, don't have no questions have been added. So that was setting up the quiz. Now you can now put the questions. So to add a question, you can do that. Okay, was it here? Okay. No, question, edit quiz. Now you can edit the quiz. You can see now you can add the question. You can see I can now add here. Let me zoom out. I don't know if you can see this. Yes. As you can see, I can add a new question. If you have a question bank, you can also have created a question bank. You can just do it from a question bank or a random question. So let's do a new question. You can see there are so many kinds of questions. Multiple choice, true, false, matching question. I showed you a matching question. You can do a true, false question, a multiple choice question, a numerical question, an essay question, a calculated questions, calculated multiple choice, calculated simple, drag and drop into text, drag and drop markers, drag and drop onto an image. For example, for Miriam, you've created an image and you want people to label the image. You can do a drag and drop onto an image, then they'll be able to get an answer. Embedded answers, for example, like, do you remember when we were doing the passages, the clause call it close, where people can be able, once they read the whole thing, it makes sense. Then random short and answer matching, select the missing words, a lot of things. You can do a lot of questions. All these are types of questions. Imagine you cannot get all these on Google Classroom. You can only get it on Moodle. Then let me just do a simple true and false. So do that. I add. Then I can say question is seminar bias. We just call it seminar bias. Then the question text seminars. I'm just doing a statement. Seminars are biased. Default mark, you can see it is 1 mark. ID, correct answer is obviously false. I can put it, maybe the answer is true, but I can put the answer is false for mine. Feedback for response is true. We can say check again. Then say correct. That depends on the what feedback you want to put. Multiple tries. 1 penalty for each incorrect try. You can put it there. Maybe if it is there. Then just say save changes. Okay, save changes here. I don't want to save and continue editing. Save changes. Save changes. I'm finishing up. So you can see seminars are biased. I've already created the quiz. So let's look at the quiz. So you can see there's the test quiz here. I'll turn editing off. Turn editing off. Turn editing off. Okay, you can see now the quiz is here. I can now be able to attempt the quiz as if I'm a student. I'll just preview, attempt quiz now. As you can see, the question has come up there. Seminars are biased, select one. Let me choose the incorrect answer. True. And you see what happens. Finish attempt. Then I can see, it always asks the students, are you sure you've done? Submit. Once you submit, you'll no longer be able to change your answers in these attempts. Submit all and finish. Say yes, submit all and finish. And you can see I've been told, check again. You can see that the feedback that I gave is here. The correct answer is false. So you can see, I can even see that I got a grade of 0 out of 10 because I think I just only did one question, which is worth 1 mark. And I can even see how much time it took. I can do a new preview and then I do the correct answer. Seminars are biased, true, finish attempt, submit all and finish, submit all and finish. Then, okay, I'm supposed to do false. Sorry, finish attempt, submit all and finish, submit all and finish. And you can see I'm now given a tick. And I've seen grade marks 1 out of 10, grade 10 out of 10, feedback excellent, because I didn't put any other question. So you can see that is that. So you can do this for each and every, at the end of each and every topic. And now this is not the work of, yeah, thanks. Okay, Daktari, it's okay. I totally understand. We are even finishing up. Please also do. We'll also share the recording. You guess that you're also finishing up. Feel excused, Daktari. So you've gotten that. Now I'm opening up the floor for questions for the next 10 minutes. Then we close the session. You'll allow me to stop the recording there. Then I'll get the questions there. So in case there's anything, you can do that.